I got this for takeout along with what I had around 3:15 p.m. when me and my mom went to the Taichi Bubble Tea location right next to our local mall. Right after my mom picked me up from the Wegmans I work at, after my shift, which was from 9:30 in the morning to 2:30 p.m. With the order of ramen I had, I had basically some milk tea, flavored milk tea with boba or bubbles added in. Since the particular beverage I got doesn't automatically come with bubbles, in this case I opted for the default tapioca balls. Part of the reason I was looking forward to going to Taichi Bubble Tea again was to get a bag of the shrimp flavored chips I got last time me and my mom went to that Taichi Bubble Tea location. But they didn't have. Well, the restaurant didn't have that. and I wasn't really interested in anything else that was offered. These mild cheddar cheese sticks are most likely from the Wegmans, either the Wegmans by my mom's place or the Wegmans I work at. These mild cheddar cheese sticks are from a previous grocery shopping trip. I recall falling asleep today somewhere between 3:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. and waking up around 8:30 p.m. naturally. The Wegmans I worked at today had a bit of an event where they offered employees fruit smoothies. In the break room. I opted for a mixed berry fruit smoothie right before the start of my shift. And a second fruit with spinach right after I ended my shift. I got the tried the mixed berry first because I was hesitant to try a smoothie with spinach in it. And then got fruit with spinach. Because I already had a mixed berry fruit smoothie earlier. And felt like trying the other flavor that was being offered. I opted to have whipped cream with both fruit smoothies, though I recall mistakenly referring to them as milkshakes at least once. I took my one and only 15-minute break about a few minutes after 1 p.m. after I restocked the banana section of the produce department for at least the third time today. Yeah, I work within the produce department. Restocking various merchandise there. In this case, when not restocking the banana section, I primarily restocked merchandise within the hard items section of the produce department, and at one point, roughly from 11 in the morning to about noon or so, I was given a runner, and from that runner restocked merchandise within the convenience wall, which is called that because that wall, which from the perspective of facing away from the banana section, is on the left side of the produce department. The convenience wall primarily consists of pre-made salads, packaged salad kits, and packaged various greens, such as spinach and arugula. I took my one and only 15-minute break a few minutes after 1 p.m. Rather than at 2 p.m. like I would usually do. As around the time I took my 15-minute break, I had been suggested that once I finish up with, shortly before that time, maybe about 10 minutes prior, that after I was done restocking the banana section again, I could take my 15-minute break. I can take it at any time, but presumably, I assume if it's suggested to me, that means that things at the produce department are slow, and that after I take my 15-minute break, things won't be as slow. And thus, effectively, I'll be there when I'm needed. But today felt like a pretty slow day, but it was still busy enough that I didn't get bored at any point, nor run out of work to do. I also offered help to passing customers occasionally, and also occasionally assisted customers that requested help from me. Though I don't recall as many customers requesting help from me today as in previous shifts. Same, though I think I recall offering assistance about as often as in previous shifts. Typically, if a customer wants help from me, they'll get my attention, not the other way around. And today was no different. Around 8:45 in the morning, I had some scrambled eggs with a cup of plain coffee that I finished in my mom's car while she drove me from her place to the Wegmans I work at. I sat in the front passenger seat, which is to the right of the driver's seat, and finished that cup of plain coffee. By the time me and my mom got to the Wegmans I work at. And in there was the typical sushi pre-made by Wegmans combo pack, and a 16-ounce bottle of whole milk by the Upstate Farms brand that I had as a sort of lunch during my one and only 15-minute break for today's shift. What I had during that 15-minute break, it was packed within a sort of beige-colored plastic bag. What I just primarily ate is called a Taichi burrito at Taichi Bubble Tea, and it's the closest thing a Taichi Bubble Tea has to sushi. I recall first falling asleep today somewhere between roughly around 3:30 in the morning, and I recall first being woken up by the alarm I set for 8 in the morning. I think I fell back asleep, and then my mom woke me up around 8:20. in the morning, if I recall. I recall during the first few hours of today having the equivalent of about a medium handful of my leftover Halloween candy from trick or treating last Halloween. Having one piece of candy at a time, primarily chocolates, but also some fruit flavored, either taffy, primarily taffy, otherwise, in that medium handful. That's what I picked out.